You know what? Excellence is what you want, and excellence is what you get. How are you living? What are you giving? If excellence is what you see, then excellent is who you be. What are you pursuing? It's all up to you. And when you come and make up in your mind that you want to be
hello, beloved. Hello, hello, hello. It is wonderful to be back with you live. For the last 2 weeks, I've been away visiting my bestie, and it was such a rejuvenating time. And so here we are back live in the studio. So I am Dr. Catherine E. James here, bringing you For the Love of It, a weekly show designed with one sole purpose in mind, and that is adding more love in the world, one episode at a time. And so thank you for sharing your precious time with us. Time is one of the things in life we do not get more of. So I'm totally grateful to have you to share your time with us. For the Love of It takes on many forms. You just never know what Papa will have for us, right? And so if you've been following us, you know that it hasn't happened as I intended or thought it would. But it is as I intend, because I intend whatever Papa intends. It's just sometimes it's not what I think it is. But everything that we do will be anchored in Luke 10:27. Absolutely everything. Love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, mind, soul, and strength, and thy neighbor as thyself. As thyself, beloved, is where we park, is where we major, is where we specialize, as thyself. And so it is my life's intent that every soul knows love and know that they are loved. And for me, it's an inside-out job. We do our job first, and then we are able to love on others well. To that end, every conversation we facilitate, all of the tools and strategies we share, the guests we have on the show, and we have a wonderful guest on the show today. We'll talk about that in a minute. And the actions we invite you to take are all intended to lead you and I to live out the assumption of Luke 10:27, to live it out. So every last Friday of the month, my intention is to share our studio, share our show, or the stage with someone who I know that they love how they show up in the world. So I didn't write that word. Let me read it. Someone who I know love how they show up in the universe, that they love who they are and they love what they do. That's the part I was trying to get to. They love who they are and they love what they do. That's who I want to share my time with. The first week it was designed to be with my aunt and my cousin who have been doing what they've been doing forever. And that didn't work out, right? But from the beginning of the show, a few things have not gone, well, few things have gone as planned. Again, I'm reminded that Papa's plan is far greater than any I could come up with on my own. So that time, a few weeks ago, then I interviewed myself. That was Papa's idea. I could have never come up with something like that. Absolutely hilarious. I interviewed myself. So when I thought about who to have on for this particular session, I was impressed by Papa to have this particular person on. And so I'm going to read her bio. I'm going to read the bio, and then we'll bring her up. We'll bring her up to the stage. So we're going to have Val Ward on with us today. Val is the creative brand consultant for her company, VW Creative Solutions. The company specializes in assisting small businesses and or individuals in releasing creative ideas for branding purposes. VWCS uses the vehicles of entertainment, positive messaging, mental health, and social environment across social platforms, social media platforms. In addition to her work as a creative brand consultant, Val is a gifted singer, songwriter whose music spans a wide array of genres. This has afforded her the opportunity to write and produce music, not only for herself, but for other artists. Val is also the writer and voice behind the Highland Park song, I'm a Parker. Val loves all aspects of the arts, and she believes in using every God-given talent that she is grateful to have from the Creator God Almighty. Be it comedy or dramatic performances, Val has shared the stage with some phenomenal people in several productions. Val is a natural-born encourager, and she prides herself on supporting and pulling out the best in those that cross her path. Val knows that God has entrusted her with these gifts, and she doesn't take that lightly. Rooted in godly wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, her assignment is to be an atmosphere changer. So she is careful yet generous with the light that she carries. Her mantra is simple: I be who I be through Christ that strengthens me. So welcome, if you will, Val Ward to the stage. Hey, my sister, it's so good to see you again.
Well.
Thank you for the invitation to be here. Thank you for the invitation to be here.
Thank you for inviting me. Yes,
Absolutely,
ma'am.
absolutely. So Val, so we've been on this journey together, right, for a minute, and I'm going to make sure I look down at my notes because there's some things that I want to make sure that I cover here. So I believe we connected. I can't ever get that year right. I don't know if it was 2018 or 2019.
I believe it was 2000. It may have been 2018.
I think it was 18.
Yeah.
I think it was before I retired that
Yeah.
we connected. And so I was preparing for. So what's so crazy about that is I was preparing for the life I'm living now.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. That's some good stuff right
Look,
there.
beloved, I was preparing. I met Val preparing for the life that I am now living.
Yeah.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
sis. That's
That's
so crazy.
amazing and awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? And so I was in need of someone to help me with social media. And I was at a business meeting, and there was a young woman who talked about some videos that were being made. And she said that you were the one who made it. So I asked her first. She gave me your card, and then we connected. We sat at a coffee shop. And the interesting thing is that another other person who was a possible choice. But you and I sat in a coffee shop, and I was like, tagged. You just felt so right to me.
Amen.
It just felt good. It felt like we had already known each other.
Yeah.
And we haven't missed a beat since.
Not at all.
We've
Not
gone
at
through
all.
COVID together,
Yes.
all of that. You know,
Yes.
then I had a show called 9/11. You came on and talked about your experience
Yeah.
with COVID and
Yeah.
all of that. And so it's just good.
Yeah.
It's good. All right.
Yeah.
All right. And so I am blessed by our sisterhood.
Me too.
I am. I'm blessed by our sisterhood. So I've got some questions for you, Val.
Okay.
All right.
Let's
all
roll
right.
out.
So you describe, Val, describe for us your love for helping small businesses and individuals release creative ideas. Describe that love for us.
That love, the way I could describe that is helping people to be creative and not be pigeonholed into sometimes what the business, society or whatever says you have to do it like this, and this in order to be successful. I think that we draw more people to us, whether it's our brand or our business, no matter what it is, when you're authentic and it does not feel like you're forcing a product or something on someone, but you're allowing them to see the need for it, within their lives because it's something that you passionately believe in.
Yeah.
And so I love to see people expand and to brainstorm
Yeah.
and to come up with that,
Yeah.
that light that says, oh my God, I can do this. And,
Yeah.
this is something that I know others need because
Yeah.
everyone is in our audience, right?
Yeah. Right,
Everyone
correct.
isn't our client,
Correct.
per se, but, those that are, they're waiting on you and they're waiting for that authenticity.
She said,
show up.
did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear what she just said? She said everyone's not your audience,
Right.
But for those who are, they're waiting on you.
Yeah.
They're waiting on your authenticity. So, beloved, the numbers are at the the bottom of the screen. This is a perfect time to call in and ask Val questions. So let me just talk about her for a second. So call in on either one of the numbers. Let me make sure I get my. So Val talked about the small business and our creative, what we bring, and those kinds of things. Val, so is my social media manager. I don't know if that's the right word. Right?
Yeah,
She
management,
She manages my social media. She does, and she has not missed a beat. When I tell you, she comes up with the most amazing surprises, like out of the blue. When we started this show, it was I think it was the second episode, and I was scrambling around, and I was trying to figure out, I need to text people and let them know that we're going to be on the show. Mm-hmm. And just as I'm getting ready to figure out how to text, you send me that little message that you had made. Not little, it's major. I send it out every time now, and I'm like, she is amazing. You are a gift to me. You really are. You are a gift to me. Like, I love it when someone they're in their lane, they do what they do, and how we know we're gifted is the person you're serving don't have to think twice about it. Don't have to think twice. And that's how our relationship is. You come up with, like, I'll get a call of someone saying, I love your post, or I love your, the thing that you did. I'll get that kind of call. And then I was like, let me go look. Because Val did it. She did it. I didn't do, Val did it. And so I love that. It's seamless. It's seamless. So I have another question for you. Mm-hmm. Would you share one of your most memorable experiences with your consulting endeavors?
My most memorable experience. So VW Creative Solutions has been around since maybe 2008. But my most memorable experience is sitting inside of Keller Williams Realty, which I was a realtor.
Okay.
For about 6 or 7 years, I was a realtor for the Detroit branch. And sitting in the office and knowing and the other realtors utilizing my services. And me helping them come up with because at first it was just something that I was doing. I didn't even think of it, but my most memorable experience is having them come to me and pretty much say, I didn't even think of it this way, and this is so needed in our industry. Yeah. And that moment for me was like, I could do this.
I can do this.
I can do this. This is something I can do.
I can do
that.
This.
I can help others. And so, and that's where it started at. That's where it started. Yeah.
Look, beloved, if you got any questions for Val or for myself, feel free to call in to any one of the 3 numbers that are below. I would love to hear your voice and love to engage. Y'all know we new at this. We're doing what we do, and y'all know I love interaction. So go on and call in. And this is the thing, like I've heard some of you said, I don't know what to ask. Just call in and say, hey, Kathy, hey, Val.
Right.
Just call in and, so we can keep it going and grow and things like that. Thank you for that, right? So you said, I can do this. Yeah. And for me, that's something that I would love for all of us to find our space, find our sweet spot, that thing, so we can say, I can do this. And you do it well.
Thank you.
It well.
Thank you for that.
So could you please discuss the challenges you've had to overcome or that you still have to overcome in order to show up as you do?
Ooh. I have to battle with myself at times, you know. Just because there's so much out here in social media, and so much, so many people that do a lot of what I do and do it to a different degree. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the challenge is to not run and just try to be with the gang, and try to just fit in and because I just want to do all of this different stuff. The challenge has always been to remain authentic, but it's a good challenge because it reminds me that no matter how many companies come along that may be similar to mine, nobody is Val Ward.
Ha!
And it took me years to get there.
Wait a minute, that's a pom-pom moment. Y'all know she is talking my language. This one right here talking about, she said nobody is Val Ward, beloved. Like we got to insert Val. I don't know if you can. If I got this for you just in case you wanted to. I'm getting ready to say that. I'm
Oh,
getting ready to say
yes,
that.
yes.
Look, we get ready to say the self-love mantra. We just
I
gonna
love
insert it here. She said nobody is Val Ward. And what that's saying is that we are, let's say it together, an irreplaceable, unrepeatable, remarkable miracle with our own special brand of brilliance.
Woo, woo,
Yes,
yes, I love it. I
Here,
love
you take
it.
one of the pop-ups.
Yes.
Come on.
I love that.
Look,
Yes.
beloved, look. She said, see, that's the conclusion we have to come to. We have to come back to the conclusion that nobody is us. That nobody is us. Can't nobody do it like we can
That's
do
right.
it.
Yeah.
When we own that, beloved, we'll stop comparing. We'll stop shrinking. We will stop apologizing for how we
Yes.
show up. I promise you, the things that I do, nobody does it like I do.
That's
like we do
right.
the Self-Love Queens Adventures coming up in September. I ain't never heard of a Self-Love Queens Adventure.
Me neither.
Right,
Nope.
right. Never heard of it. Never heard of it.
That's
And
good
so,
stuff.
one of the things that drew me to you, because you're right. Like when I was choosing the person who, the other option, like she was more broader, moved faster, all those
Yeah.
kinds of things. The bells and whistles were there. But it didn't feel good to me.
I understand.
And so I didn't go with the bells and whistles.
Yeah, yeah,
I went with someone who would become my sister.
yeah. And you are my sister.
Right.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And so, beloved, shiny things don't always get it.
That's a word
Okay?
right there.
Shiny things don't always get it.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. I don't know that I would still be in relationship with that person. I just knew that she didn't necessarily feel good to me. Val felt right. And so here we are, 18, 19, 20, 21 to 223. Girl, it's been 5 years.
Wow, number of
5
grace.
years. It's been
Yeah.
5 years. So, and then what you all don't know is the intro to our show. That's Val.
Yeah.
That's Val. She's
Yes.
an amazing singer and artist
Thank
and
you
all
for
of those
that.
kinds of things. And what was it? So now I reach out to you for so many things. For
Yes.
so many things I reach out to you because I came to you for social media, I believe. And I don't know, I might have came to you for videos. I'm not sure.
I can't remember.
Yeah. But it's so much more. It's so much more. We get together, we meet, we talk, we share, and then, you know, you do what you do. You just show up as you, and it works for me.
Thank you.
It works for me.
Yeah.
So, how do you, because, everything that we do is about love. Everything that we do is surrounded about this notion of love. So I want to ask you, how do you define love? What is love for you?
Ooh.
That's a big one. And y'all, let me just say, I'm still working on me. I'm still getting me together. So Val should have had these questions in advance. Just
That's
full
okay.
transparency. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to be springing these questions on her because I didn't get a chance to send her the email. It's just life, right?
Love for me has definitely, the definition has changed over the years, but the one constant thing that I could say about love is, and it's gonna sound, it's not cliches, but it is the word of God, and it's love is patient, love is kind, love
Yeah.
keeps no record of
Record of
wrong,
wrong.
all of those
Yes.
different things. That's love to me.
Yes, 1 Corinthians 13.
1 Corinthians 13.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. I love it. The ending of that I love, that I say often, is love never fails.
It never fails.
It never fails. And another way
Never.
that I say it is love wins.
Yeah.
It wins
Yeah.
no matter what.
Every
It beats
time.
everything else out.
Every time.
I choose love.
Yeah.
Okay? I
Yeah.
choose love.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And so, beloved, I just want to so I want to just talk a little bit. Let me make sure I watch this time. So Val talked about 1 Corinthians 13 as being how she defines love. And if you could share anything with the world as it relates to, how do I want to say, showing up in a way, showing up in the way. So the way I see that you show up is like you do what is true and right for you. And even though there are other things, you've decided not to chase those shiny things. One of the things that you said to me when we met is you said, I have to believe in what it is that whoever that I service, I have to believe in what they're doing.
Yeah.
That sold me. Like,
Yeah.
that was it right there.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't about the money. It was about, can you get behind it?
Yeah.
And so because of that, you know,
That's truth.
we because of that, we are here because of that. And so that speaks to your heart. And so how would you encourage someone to don't chase the shiny things, but follow their heart?
I would encourage them by saying, you know, it is easy to run after what society says is the it thing. It's harder not to do that, especially when you have many gifts and things like that. But always remain true to the core value. And you got to have a core value. You got to have something that you believe in, that it doesn't matter how shiny it gets. I'm not running after that because I want to remain moral. I want to remain authentic, and I want to stand in my integrity. So I want to encourage you to simply, my mantra, be who you be.
Be who you be.
Without an apology, be who you
who
be.
you be.
Seriously, be who you be, and make no apologies for it. And I promise you, everything that you need is wrapped up in that being. Everything that you need. You won't have to chase after the shiny things at all.
Be who you be.
Be who you
All
be.
right then. She said, be who you be.
Yes.
And it's all wrapped up in that you won't have to chase after the
You
shiny
won't.
things.
Nope.
Beloved, be who you be. I love that. So let's do the self-love mantra a couple of times. We're gonna do it we're gonna do it 3 times, and that third time I'm gonna do something different. Here we go.
Okay.
Beloved, I invite you, like, make sure that you get this yourself and you get it in your spirit, but I am an irreplaceable, unrepeatable, remarkable miracle with my own special brand of brilliance. Times 2. Here we go.
I am an irreplaceable, unrepeatable, remarkable miracle with my own special brand of brilliance.
And then this last time, I am an irreplaceable, impossible to replace. Beloved, you are impossible to replace.
Yeah.
Unrepeatable, not able to be done again.
Come on.
Okay?
Yeah.
Remarkable, uncommon, and extraordinary.
Yes.
Okay? Miracle, a surprising welcomed event. That's what you are, my
Yes.
sister.
Oh my.
That's what
Thank
you are.
you for.
And
I love you
surprising
so
welcome.
much
I love
for
you
that.
back. I
Yes.
love you. A surprising welcome event. And we all have a part to play. We all have a part to play. And there are no solo acts. None of us got where we are on our own.
That's right.
So Val, throughout the week, some part of you loves on me, supports me by you just doing what you do. And so, beloved, when you see my social media, you see my Instagram, you see my business page, that's Val doing what she does. This song that comes up, excellence is what you want, excellence is what you get. This is Val. I reached out to her. I was like, Val, I need a song. She sent me all of these songs, and then she said, this one, you said something about this one has vocal. And I listened to the other ones, and none of them fit. And then when I got this, I was like, woo, woo. And at first we talked about going back into the studio and replacing excellence with love, but it's grown on me.
Yeah.
It's grown.
that's a good thing.
I love it. I love it. So thank you for being here. She's gonna still be sitting here next to me, but I'm getting ready to kind of ring it in and do some close. But I just don't want to take this opportunity. I don't want to rush in the end. So I'm going to give you the official thank you now. Thank you for saying yes. Way back then in 2018. Thank you for saying yes. It has just we've grown together.
Yes,
we have
we
grown
have.
together.
Yes, we
We've been
have.
through some stuff
Oh,
right
yes, we
together.
have.
Learning and figuring this thing out.
Yeah.
And the thing of it is both of us move to the beat of our own drums. We both do. And so that's what made it a match. Like, we don't care about the rules.
Yeah.
We don't care about what somebody says it's supposed to be this way. We do what works for us regardless.
That's right.
And
That's
so,
right.
so thank you
Yeah.
for who you are, for how you be, for how you show up. Thank you for loving me and letting me love on you. I appreciate you, my
I
sister.
appreciate you too, Dr.
Yeah,
Kathy. Thank
yeah.
you so much.
Oh, and I almost forgot. Wait a minute. The whole reason we're here is because this. I almost forgot. You heard about the book, the author series. You heard about the author series, and you gave her my name.
Oh, right.
Right,
Yes,
you
yes.
gave her my name, and I came here and did this August the 9th because
yes.
and when I walked in that door, I was like, "Oh, this is going to be."
Yeah.
So this has.
Ah.
So
I forgot all about
it
that,
was
yeah.
it was actually perfect for you to be the best in the first in studio guest. The song, you're the whole reason that this whole thing connected. I didn't know this existed. Girl, let me get to the close. Let me get to the closing. So I want to take this time to recognize and honor Miss Andrea Trait, for sponsoring episode number 5. Thank you, Andrea, for your belief in loving, adding more love into the world. Thank you for sponsoring this. For every show that I'm privileged to host, you will be invited to act in 2 ways. 1, towards your life's goal. What is your life goal? Lean into the dream that Papa has for you, says Oprah Winfrey. And then to help me add more love into the world. What commitment do you need to make and fulfill? Go on and say it out loud right now. The thing that you know you're supposed to be doing and you not do it, say it out loud so that you have a witness. And what do you know is yours to do? Why are you sleeping on it? Here's a moment for you to lean into the dream, take the opportunity, and go for it. So I know you've been inspired here today because me and my sister just had a lovely time together. But if you only are inspired, that's only a 35% chance that your dream is that you're gonna do anything. 34%. If you create a plan, you increase that to 91% that you will walk it out. But if you create a plan and share that vision, you increase the likelihood of it manifesting to 99%, beloved. So do it. Create the plan and email it to me at selflove@drkatherineejames.com. I look forward to reading to the actions that you're going to take towards the fulfillment of your life's dream. Now, how you can help me, it's my life intent that every soul knows love and know that they are loved. So more love, please. I invite you to go to the website, click on me in all celebration of the my 60th birthday. If you go to the bottom of that, you will see an opportunity to join the More Love Please movement. I invite you to sponsor a show. It's $150 or be a monthly contributor for $13 a month. Yay, right? Yeah. Val Ward is a monthly contributor. I appreciate your contribution in so many ways. Here are the books, beloved. Finally got my copies. Freedom is Our Birthright. Freedom is Our Birthright, and Self-Love. This is a seminal work. This is the latest work. And this is your copy, my dear. It's your copy. We'll have to sign it and stuff like that. And as we close here, beloved, we talked about the books. Join me on my social medias. You can find me on drkatherineejames.com or Dr. Kathy EJ on Instagram. You can find me there. And, of course, be sure to tune in each Friday from 11:30 Eastern Standard Time, joining us for this conversations. We will be here live or recorded. We'll let you know. We're always fulfilling the assumption of Luke 27, that we are loving ourselves. Remember, the conversations, tools, and strategies offered on this show is not intended as a substitute for our mental health practice. Okay, don't get it confused.
Right.
I am a therapist, but this isn't therapy.
Right.
Okay. If you need services, please be sure to seek it out. Seek out the mental health professional. Dr. Martin Luther King said, everybody can be great because everybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and verb agree to serve. You don't have to know about Plato and Aristotle to serve. You don't have to know Einstein's theory of relativity to serve. You don't have to know the second theory of thermodynamics of physics to serve. You only need a heart full of grace and a soul generated by love. You can be that servant. This has been Dr. Catherine E. James and my sister Val Ward. There you go. And my sister Val Ward, serving you for the love of it at WHPR TV Detroit. Beloved, thank you for being with us today.
You know what? Excellence is what you want, and excellence is what you get. How are you living? What are you giving? If excellence is what you see, then excellent is who you be. What are you pursuing? make